So I'd like to talk about writing for health, and that might not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think about academic writing, but actually I think any writing has got connections with health and well-being. So there's a good research base actually looking at writing for health. So there's a guy called James Pennebaker from the States who's built his career around this, looking at the connections between writing and health. And he's particularly focused on creative and expressive writing, and usually that's in response to some kind of emotional trauma or upheaval. His research has found that people who are encouraged to write regularly and to reflect upon a difficult experience, they have all sorts of health benefits. Now, academic writing hopefully isn't coming usually from a place of emotional upheaval or trauma, but a lot of the same principles do hold, that actually being able to formulate our experience, to be able to get that down in some form and to reflect on that and to think about the kind of narrative that we're trying to describe, actually that is really good for us, and there is a really strong link there to our well-being. Occasionally you might find that you kind of get swept along with the experience and the words are almost coming too fast for you to get down, and those times are really precious actually, and it's quite few and far between personally that I've managed to get to that point. And if you do get to that point, you'll probably find that you get lots of words down on paper, and you may need to go back and edit those of course later and get those into the right sort of shape, but actually you'll find that you've got loads of raw material there, and sometimes you can pretty much write your paper in miniature, in a half-hour spell if you're really on it and you're really kind of in the zone. You can describe the whole narrative of what you've done, and then of course you can go back later and you can think about your introduction, your methods, your results and your discussion, and you can give it that academic shape that it might need.